you everybody for coming online. If you're already online tonight, and three main topics we're doing tonight. I don't want to wait for people to come online. People will come online the moment they start getting a notification that we're already online. Well, but I want to make sure that this show doesn't last more than 30 minutes because I want people to engage as quickly as possible. I want to be able to do it as fast as possible and make it brief. The important thing on the line factor is brevity, and henceforth I want us to be keeping it within 30 minutes. All right, so three topics tonight, but the announcement that is important and I want everybody to know is that we're not just doing this on YouTube alone. Tonight marks the beginning of doing both on on YouTube and simultaneously on Facebook. So that's what we're trying to do tonight. It's going to be a bit not easy, but what I'm just trying to do is to see how we can also get those that are saying, oh, they are not YouTube people. Some of them say they don't have YouTube application, but that they always see the notification and they would love to watch it because they are YouTube based people. So we are trying to see how we can simultaneously stream YouTube and Facebook at the same time. So I've worked it out, and I'm saying that I see signal that YouTube is running well, but that Facebook might be having some little challenges streaming properly. But at any rate, we are streaming on both platforms, and I'm going to revisit. I know YouTube is not going to have any problem because we test run over 3 days and we see that this is consistent. But for the Facebook, after the Facebook upload, live stream as uploaded, once we finish the live broadcast, I'll go and check if everything is fine with Facebook. But for those of you that are watching on Facebook, please understand that we are streaming without problem live on YouTube, but we're just looking at a way to accommodate Facebook family too into the stream. So what you're getting is a secondary output. So it may not be exactly that smooth, but I don't want to distract myself with that tonight. So three important topics we are discussing tonight. I display it again. First is Sowore confirms exit from PACT. We all know already what PACT means, the PACT. Number two is Moghalu denies working for President Muhammadu Buhari. Number three is a lady who flees from a man she was dancing with, and then the moment she heard that the man is a Nigerian, she fled. Oroshinoko, for those of you that understand Yoruba. Okay, fine. Those of you that are asking, because I see people already commenting asking me what the topic is, I've displayed them again. All right, I hope you get them now. Those are the three topics we're discussing tonight. Okay, and let me just display 2-3 seconds again so that you can confirm them. Sowore confirms exit from PACT. Moghalu denies working for President Buhari. White lady flees from man on dance floor upon hearing is a Nigerian. Okay, so we pick it from the first. Earlier today, I reached out to Sowore to know exactly if he is still going to be part of, because I learned that PACT will decide their consensus candidate this Thursday, which is tomorrow. So I reached out to Sowore to check if he will be attending the final meeting, and Sowore confirmed to me, being the kind of person that he is, Sowore said no, unequivocally, is not going to be there. And then he explained to me that he had only attended the PACT meeting once, and that was the time he took the photo that trended online. And after that once, he had never attended their meeting. So it was only one time Sowore attended PACT meeting and is never going to attend again. That is what he confirmed to me earlier today. So Sowore has confirmed he has totally exited from PACT. So let's not talk about PACT and mention Sowore again. he has exited from PACT. So he only attended once, after which he made his concerns known to PACT, and is not going to be part of PACT again. So whatever PACT decides has nothing to do with Sowore. That's by implication. Having said that, we should also therefore note that we began to also hear that some elders, in quotes, some are suggesting Obasanjo's and the likes who are organizing CUPP and the Third Force, have told some of these young aspirants, especially at the PACT, to come up with their consensus candidates, and that they will work with that consensus candidate. So that is another confirmation that Sowore would not be part of PACT, because without even having, there are some things you don't, because I've interviewed some of these people, I've attended their town halls, I've studied them, I know some questions I don't even need to ask, except for just asking and confirmation's sake. The moment it was said that the elders, supposed elders, have said that the young presidential aspirant should present one person, and then they will see how they can work with that person. They want to approve the person and see how they can work with the person. I already knew that it was not possible for someone like a Sowore to be, because one of the things, if you have listened to Sowore in several town hall meetings, is that he was constantly abusing, and sorry, not abuse now, he was constantly speaking against these supposed elders because he doesn't like the way they have run Nigeria, according to him, over time. So, and being a stubborn Sowore, as I have known him from time that I have studied him, the moment you mention that they are going to see some elders who will approve and bless and anoint a candidate, and Sowore will not be part of it, without even having to ask him about that. But one thing I confirmed from him today about PACT is whether he is still in or out, and he confirmed unequivocally that he is no longer part of PACT, and that he only attended once, and that once was the time we saw the picture that spread all over the internet about PACT. Sowore since then never attended PACT meeting. Let me flash again so that we know the second item we are moving to, which is about Kingsley Moghalu. Well, you see there, Moghalu denies working for President Muhammadu Buhari, and I'm going to explain this. You see, earlier today, I saw certain news item that filtered all over the internet, and then the news was claiming that I saw it on Leaders NG, and then it was also posted on Nairaland, and then the news was claiming that Professor Kingsley Moghalu is being wooed by presidency to drop his ambition and join President Muhammadu Buhari's campaign, because they believe that he was gaining, torrent. He was gaining traffic on his ambition, and that he had so many youths on his side, and as a result, they wanted him to drop his ambition and join President Muhammadu Buhari's campaign. And by way of compensation, they were going to drop the controversial finance minister, who is currently facing bashing from public about escaping and forging NYSC exclusion certificates, that they were going to make Kingsley Moghalu the finance minister as a replacement for Kemi Adeosun. So after seeing this, I reached out to Kingsley Moghalu himself. And then I did a screenshot of that thing, sent to him. I didn't get a response immediately, and then I put a call through to his media director in person of Mr. Aziz Quadri. Aziz Quadri called back to say that it was total falsehood, and that it is not true, that it is completely false, that there is no such thing, and that it was not going to happen. So a few hours after Kingsley Moghalu's media executive, media director, said this to me that it is total falsehood and it was not going to happen. He then sent 6-paragraph message to me to further buttress that this thing is not going to happen, it is completely false, and that the Nigerian public should dismiss it. And I'm going to read everything he sent to me as a matter of follow-up on what he told me via phone call. I'm going to play it to you, and I'm also going to read it so that we all follow it. So don't follow the news. It is completely false. It is rumor. The news that Osinbajo and some delegates from the presidency met with Moghalu and prevailed on him, or pressured him, or talked him in to living his own presidential ambition, to go and work for President Muhammadu Buhari, and by way of compensation, they will replace Mrs. Kemi Adeosun, the finance minister, with Professor Kingsley Moghalu. It is total falsehood, at least according to Professor Kingsley Moghalu this afternoon after I reached out to him. The following are the messages, contents of the message he sends to me afterwards, and I'm going to read them as I also display them. To build a nation movement wishes to deny in the strongest terms recent online reports suggesting that Professor Kingsley Moghalu, a former CBN deputy governor and 2019 presidential aspirant of the Young Progressive Party, has been approached to drop his ambition based on promise of a cabinet position. I'm sorry for that delay. I was trying to find the second paragraph. So, based on his long and distinguished career at the UN and service to Nigeria as CBN governor, Professor Moghalu has no need to take up any job in this or any administration, especially because of the lack of vision and competence that has seen Nigeria become the poverty capital of the world. For the avoidance of doubt, this is a campaign to defeat both President Muhammadu Buhari and the PDP at the top at the 2019 elections, because they represent the total failure of Nigeria's political class to deliver broad-based economic prosperity and security to Nigerians. Many Nigerians are tired of both parties and have agreed a third way is needed. As a result of his interactions in every geopolitical zone of the country, Kingsley Moghalu is increasingly seen as an alternative. Sorry, forgive me, I'm trying to... Okay, the last one is, we will continue to take our message to Nigerians, and we ask our supporters to continue to do the same. This is the last time we will respond to such baseless reports. We truly believe that it is time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, those are the words of Professor Kingsley Moghalu, and I hope that everybody will see that okay, I'm trying to see some comments already coming up. Okay, all right. Okay, so that is the second matter today, and you have all seen and read and heard what Professor Kingsley Moghalu has to say about the rumor that filtered today. So it is completely baseless, it is total and outright falsehood and untruth. Kingsley Moghalu has not been approached by presidency and he is not under any pressure to leave his presidential ambition And according to him, it has become sacrosanct that not only this administration or any other administration that had been in the past, including PDP, have wasted Nigerians' time and destiny and future, and is never going to condescend or stoop as to working for any of them. He says he has realized, and that is what exactly spurred or triggered his ambition, that Nigeria needs to move forward. And as a result, none of these, including President Buhari, APC and PDP that have been witnessed or experienced by Nigerians in the past, is worthy of coming back. And that is exactly what birthed his own aspiration. So there's no going back. Kingsley Moghalu is still in the race. He has not met or he has not been met and will not be met, and is not interested in meeting any, for that matter, of the Nigerian ruling class as we speak right now, to do anything relating to making him concede or condescend or leave his aspiration for, if you call it measure of porridge or ministerial appointment. That is the second, and I can see a lot of you are already online and making your opinions known or reactions. We'll read all your reactions tonight. I'm not going to be able to read Facebook reactions tonight because for as a matter of fact, I'm just trying to restream Facebook and YouTube together for the first time. So we will not be. I'm sorry if you are watching on Facebook. The proper channel to see the the consistent stream. I'm trying to monitor Facebook at the same time. I'm going to forget it for now. I'm just going to leave it to be streaming. I will not read comments from Facebook tonight. At least for tonight, I'm still going to be reading YouTube because that is the primary place I'm streaming to. I'm just trying to restream what is currently outputting to YouTube, also on Facebook. So if you're on Facebook and you're having troubles, please come. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, on Facebook, cross to YouTube, because that is where the stream is exactly very smooth. Because I'm monitoring and I can see that Facebook restream is not exactly giving me what I'm seeing on YouTube here. So please, if you're on Facebook, head over. If you are having difficulty, head over to YouTube and we will enjoy this interaction. And on to the third news item tonight. I'll flash it again, and this is hilarious, right? See it. White lady flees from a Nigerian man. White lady flees man on dance floor upon hearing is a Nigerian. Oh, funny, isn't it? Isn't it funny? White lady flees from man on dance upon hearing. Sorry, I meant to write on dance floor there, right? Upon hearing is a Nigerian. Now, I'm not just going to give you that piece of shit. I'm going to play the short clip to you as a matter of confirmation for you to see. Let's go.
Yes. Hey. I'm going to take her to Nigeria. Oh, I thought
you're Nigerian. Oh, you're Nigerian. Oh, and then she fled. Well, it may appear funny in real time. If you're not a Nigerian, this is funny. If you're a Nigerian, it is also funny, but we should be weeping, because this is the extent of damage that Nigerianness or being Nigerian has done to us as a people. People don't want to hear our name again. The other time, they don't want to hear our nationality again. The other time, we saw a viral video of a man saying, oh, if you are a Nigerian and you're intelligent, you have to get out of that country. Oh, the system suppresses everybody. It is outright corrupt and oh no. Do you understand? And this is another confirmation that people hear our names and scrap. Well, it is even better. This is not even the worst we have seen ever. All right. But I'm seriously pained. Why am I pained? Because this is a very light example Have you seen heavy examples of where people will hear that you're a Nigerian and it is terrible how they react at you? Have you seen it? I'll give you examples. Do you know what is happening in South Africa as we speak? Xenophobic attack. Is that no worse than somebody hearing that you're a Nigerian and fleeing? These days, people hear that you're a Nigerian and they pull the gun. South Africa is a child's play. In fact, the story in South Africa is already stale. As I speak with you right now, let me give you a gist. The same thing that happened to Nigerians in South Africa is now happening to Nigerians in Kenya. Kenyans are now, accosting, harassing, torturing, detaining, and even deporting Nigerians upon hearing that you're a Nigerian on their streets. What's wrong? Upon hearing that you're a Nigerian, Kenya is now arresting Nigerians, detaining, torturing them, and deporting them back. Even if they don't want to care whether you have proper documents or everything. That is what I heard. I saw one of them yesterday in Lagos here, who was complaining to me that he has just returned from Kenya and the Nigerians are being seriously and severely tortured. So xenophobia, I'm giving you this top information that is exclusive. Xenophobia has started in Kenya against Nigerians. Now, I just played a video to you of a lady, a white lady, that is even white, who heard that you're a Nigerian and doesn't want to dance with you anymore. She had no problem dancing with you at first. She had no problem you're black. She had no problem the look. She had no problem your dance step. But the moment she heard you're a Nigerian, she had problem and she fled. That's even better. That is a white lady. Come to black land. Among ourselves as Africans, we still have problems. You can imagine South Africans will be killing Nigerians, black to black, because you are Nigerian. Kenyans are now doing the same, I'm now meeting the same treatment to Nigerians. No other reason, because you are a Nigerian. It is for this reason, my brothers and sisters, my papas and mamas, my uncles there, that some of you may be wondering, you are not talking about APC and PDP. We have witnessed, we have experienced them. The reason I'm pained, and I'm talking about this topic tonight, is because PDP and APC led us to this, they took us to where we are now. It's not as if I hate anybody in APC or PDP, but I'm saying, please, those that we have experienced before, those Egyptians, they are the ones that caused this image, this perception we have in the international community as we speak. And there is need, therefore, to make sure that we change our image. And if you are still defending APC and PDP, well, I'm sorry. It's because those things have not happened directly at you, or you are just pretending to overlook them. Hey, what about our children? If Wole Soyinka complained that his own generation was a waste, despite all the efforts they put in and the way they fought hard, what then do we have to say about our own generation? Now, what word can capture the way we are now? What word? If Soyinka's phrase is wasted generation, what phrase fits us? I'm just, I'm exhausted. I don't want to mention this auntie's name because she might be watching now. And then this thing will return traumatic experience to her. But I'll just tell the story without mentioning her name. Can you imagine that our only son was studying, some of you heard this story at the time it happened. Our only son was studying sound engineering at the United Arab Emirates. And a citizen of the UAE was angry with this boy and threw him from the 17th floor down. The boy passed away. The boy died. This auntie was totally distraught. This auntie is an ace broadcaster. Somebody I respect because I used to watch her on the screen and I liked her. I still do. To hear such story happening to her, I met her, all of us tried to console her, but we know how it feels. But that is not the story. The story is, I remember I worked alongside Dr. Joe K. Odumakin and Honorable Abike Dabiri to see how the Nigerian government could intervene to get the perpetrator at the United Arab Emirates prosecuted for that evil act. But because the victim is a Nigerian, nothing, they said, if it were a serious country or a serious person. But that innocent boy, can you imagine? And it didn't even only happen to that auntie's son. It also happened to the son of a former governor, I think Alamesia. The life of a Nigerian, what is it worth? What is the life of a Nigerian exactly worth? People will now hear that you're a Nigerian. Do we now have to start denying our nationality? Little wonder many people now want to go and have their children, in the abroad. Permit me to use that, in the abroad. Because the life of a Nigerian is not even worth it anymore. So people want to go abroad and have their children so that they can have the privilege of other nationality. Why are we like this? Who did this to us? Well, those are the three topics, and I don't want to be the only person talking here today. I want to read some comments out to all of us. And I can see that many people are online tonight, unlike in the previous days. We have over 100 people live on YouTube. I can't monitor Facebook. I don't want to touch it tonight. I just want to demonstrate or experiment with it tonight. So let me read comments, please. Let me show you the three topics again, and let's see how we can interact about these topics, right? I said, number one, Sowore confirmed to exit from PACT. I spoke with Sowore earlier today, and he confirmed he's not part of PACT and he's not going back there. Number two, Moghalu denies working for President Muhammadu Buhari. Well, there's certain news filtered today that presidential aspirant and former CBN governor, deputy governor, Professor Kingsley Moghalu, is now being approached by presidency to dump his ambition and work with President Muhammadu Buhari. And by way of compensation, it would be used to replace Madam NYSC controversial certificate, Mrs. Kemi Adeosun. But I reached out to Kingsley Moghalu today, and his media person, Aziz Quadri, confirmed to me that it is total falsehood, that there's nothing like that. Well, at least for now, nothing like that. Then the third item we discussed today is white lady flees from man on dance floor upon hearing that the man is a Nigerian, and I'm totally worried. And I'm sure most of you are also worried. It may not be all of us that are worried though, but at least I'm worried, and I'm sure some of us who have conscience too, who have patriotism and who have blood running in our veins as Nigerians, are also worried. Okay, so let's take comments. I know a lot of people are already online and are talking. Okay, where do I start now? It's a lot tonight. Okay, God helping me. I want to read those that are exactly talking straight to the topic. I don't want to read sentimental reactions tonight. Okay. Okay, Christian Odume says, Sowore is against Godfatherism. I hope you can see what I'm reading. Let me display it. Let me bring it on your screen so that we can read together and react to them together. Okay. Aha. Is this okay? All right. Cool. So let's do this. Let's do this together now. Let me now read it again. Christian Odueme says Sowore is against Godfatherism. He doesn't want the elder to have a sin of control or entitlement. We can't blame him for that. Good luck to him. I agree with you sincerely. The Sowore I have studied and I have come to know does not appreciate the idea of godfatherism, and he will not. So even if he wanted to be part of PACT, the moment he begins to hear that those elders he wants to fight against are asking him to come or asking them to bring somebody, Sowore will automatically, take himself out of that kind of arrangement. Shola Foye says PACT wants Donald Duke. Well, I have not confirmed that, but this is new information I'm going to work on tomorrow. All right? Maybe Donald Duke is in CUPP and they want to now bring PACT into the CUPP arrangement. But I cannot exactly say or agree that PACT wants to play, because I'm not even aware that Donald Duke is in PACT. I'm only aware that Ekubese left PACT, Sowore already left PACT, Dorotoye is in PACT, Moghalu is in PACT, and some other aspirants, Shino Byron PACT, Tokwe Fashua. I spoke with Tokwe Fashua. He too is like, he doesn't believe that the PACT will work, but that's, well, let's see. So I spoke with Tokwe Fashua, and he also doesn't exactly trust the PACT thing, but he's still going on with it. I'm not trying to bust bubbles here. Okay? All right, thank you, all of you that are commenting. Martins Abeke says, Sowore can't be pushed. He's a man of his words. I know that one for sure. All of us know that. So, no doubt. You are correct, Martins. Sowore will not. Abeke, I beg your pardon, Abeke. So, Aladura Pope say Omoyele Sowore should be the presidential candidate of the new breed politicians, while Kingsley Moghalu should be Showore's vice president. That's your opinion. Some people believe Moghalu has experience, Sowore has ability to prosecute or pursue or implement, like Buhari can order, and then Osinbajo can go and implement. So your opinion, others believe the other side, believe otherwise, okay? Maxwell J. Stone say, what happened? About what? Okay, sorry, maybe I've corrected what you were concerned about. Okay, you said, okay, yeah, I must have corrected it. Paul Osai said, I will never be part of that country if we don't take back our country next year. It seems we've not learned anything from those old leaders that have ruined our country. Well, we can't stop. If some people say, oh, if we don't get independence, we will not be part of Nigeria again. We will not get independence because all of them have to work to get independence. If some people said, oh, we will never be part of that country again if military does not depart, we will then, if all of us want to secede, we will remain to fight and make sure that these things come to reality. So please, let's not do that. Let us all work to make sure that this country is indeed free, if it must be free. As I said to you, I don't have any candidate now until after primaries, and then we'll know one who is remaining, and then we'll begin to see how we can get them to work together so that, all right. God is great always says, other presidents participants may be easy to manipulate by all these cabals, but trust Sowore, we know that. Yes, confirmed. You're right, God is great. Johnson King said, please, what's PACT? PACT means presidential aspirants coming together, and it comprises of young presidential aspirants who are new generation aspirants who have not been in the position before, like Kingsley Moghalu, Omoyele Sowore, Tokwe Fashua, Ekubese, Shino Byron, and the rest of them. Those are the people that were called together to form the PACT. PACT, presidential aspirants coming together. That's the meaning. All right, but some of them are already departing and leaving PACT already. Okay, Freddy Worldwide Entertainment. Fred, welcome again. He says, Segun is like you believe so much on this guy, Kingsley Moghalu. To me, he's a good guy, but he doesn't have the heart to fight all these corrupt leaders. Well, do you know why I'm talking about Kingsley Moghalu? It is because many people are talking about him. Just the same way many people are talking about Sowore. So I don't really want to lock myself into any particular position. What I want to do instead is to say, okay, let's keep open on all of them until after primaries. Sowore already has his own party and is at least, say, 85 to 90% sure about being the presidential flag bearer of his party. Then Moghalu is in YPP. They haven't had their primary. Okay, I also confirmed from is media director today that their primary will be, I think, September 8th. And we are approaching that. So let's wait and see. Okay? If after primary Moghalu emerges, we will then know what to do. If it does not emerge, we then know how many we are narrowing to. But for now, I don't want to lock myself up to anyone. Idris Mustafa said, true, Afredi. Okay, about, you believe I love Moghalu? Some people think I am more of a Sowore. Some of you think I am more of Moghalu. When we started, Sowore's people are accusing me of working for Durotoye. So, but don't make mistake. I'm just trying to be fair on all of them because I don't want to lock myself for now in anyone. I'm just trying to report fairly on all of them. But my interest is in young new generation president. Okay. Paul Osai say I hope Sowore and Moghalu will work together. I hope so too. Maxwell J. Stone say Freddie worldwide. I totally agree with you that I'm biased a bit for Moghalu. Well, when I was reporting Sowore mainly, people thought I was working for Sowore. When I was reporting Durotoye, people thought I was working for Durotoye. When I'm reporting, I'm trying to get information, facts about rumor I heard about Moghalu. You people think I'm working for Moghalu again. Hey, but get it clearly, I'm not working for anybody. I'm just doing my own. I'm just a young Nigerian who is trying to use my resources, my personal resources, my personal efforts, my own little things that I know I can afford and do on my own to see how we can all come together and push these young presidential aspirants to come together, work together, and get this thing. That's my interest. So I'm not working for anybody as I speak with you right now. Okay, so please. Okay, Freddie, what do I say? What Nigeria need is Sowore. If we miss it, Segun, I say again, if Nigeria miss this time, but this better luck in next life. You have said it. Okay, but you are narrowing to Sowore, which is where I don't want to narrow myself for now. Let all primaries conclude, then I will know what I want to do. Okay, God is great. Always say president aspirants coming together. Yes, that's the answer to PACT. Thank you so much. Freddie, what I say, Segun, use your platform to inform Kingsley Moghalu and others to come together and support Sowore. I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best to see, and that is exactly, if you notice, you see I'm trying to use this platform to report all of them, to see how we can, all the fans of all of these people can come together and see how we can impress on their minds to try see the possibility of working together. All right, I'm trying my best too. You all should also try your best. Talk to your own respective aspirants that you are fans of or you are close to. You know, I'm close to some of them. I can talk to them. I have their contacts. We interact. But it's more on you, the supporters, to see what you can do to get them to. All right. I'm doing my own best too in the way I can. Martin Zabeke says, I don't think Professor Moghalu has what it takes. No, don't talk down on anybody's aspiration. I will not also accept that anybody talks down on Sowore's ambition. I will also not accept that anybody talks down on Fela Durotoye's ambition. I'm only reporting what I know, what I confirm from all of these camps based on what we are hearing every day. Idris Mustafa said the youth will never believe to support Moghalu because he has work or had influence on that. No. Moghalu denied this because I personally confirmed it. It is not true that Moghalu worked for Buhari or is working for Buhari. It is not true. Okay? Maxwell Justin said this is how bad Nigeria is to foreigners. Says that's as far as the third story is concerned. Akim Aruwu Jobe said this is SIM Nigeria. I don't understand exactly. Maybe you repeat it and explain, please. About me, David said, please try to reach Mr. Moghalu to come together with Mr. Sowore. I'll do my best once again. I'll do my best in that regard. I'll do my best to see how I can talk to Sowore to work with Moghalu. How I can talk to Moghalu to work with Sowore. Let them come together and reach one truth. I mean, reach some compromise. It will be easier that way. Okay? Ajay Mojuba says, it takes a network to take down a network. PACT are even not enough to battle APC and PDP. Now they are scattering. Well, the choice is theirs. I hope they think this through. My own hope too. All right. Peter cited Kingsley Moghalu record will make him the president. Kingsley Moghalu has, huge record of experience, administrative experience. Sowore has huge record of fighting consistently. He has history of consistency, has history of administration too, because he was one-time president of Students' Union. Sowore has never served under government or worked in government. He has never participated in anything that can taint his record. So integrity count Sowore in, administrative experience count Moghalu in. So, but this time is not for us to begin to say who is better than who. It is for us to see how we can make them come together, match their effort and see how we can get it, including Feladro Toye. Don't forget, Feladro Toye is still in the race, and he also has his own clout, no matter how little you think it is, as well as others. There's Tope Fashua, who is running ANRP. There's Shina Byron. There are the female aspirants too. Okay, Mustafa says so far Sowore is the only best. Well, Idris Mustafa say TIB. Christian Odeme say we did that to ourselves because we have aired our dirty laundry too much on media. They are acting based on whatever experience they have had in the past with Nigerians. If Nigerians are not reporting Nigerians, CNN is reporting Nigeria, BBC is reporting Nigeria. In fact, they themselves they are having direct encounter with Nigerians, both abroad and anywhere they meet Nigerians, and they have a lot to say about Nigerians, even without the Nigerian media reporting them. Okay, even in our songs, we have youngsters that are singing, and we'll be singing about how proud they are about with the way they do credit card fraud, and how they, so. Aye Mojuba said millions of loyalists to APC and PDP don't care about Moghalu record. They need a strange movement and coalition that will call attention, and that's why they have to stick together. Yeah, they don't also care about whether there's a Sowore somewhere that is going to fight their godfather. They care about who is bringing something, revolutionary, and this will not happen if they are still divided. Let us not make that mistake. God is good always says this to let you know how bad these old politicians have tarnished Nigerians' image with their selfish interests. It's everywhere, not only Kenya. Yes, there's xenophobia against Nigerians almost everywhere. If this is happening among Africans, oh my God, what then do you expect? Outside of Africa. Martin Apeke, I think this is caused by the leaders. We have to sweep them out with their brooms. Funny. Adek AY say Nigeria need revolution. Oh, yeah, you're right. Somehow, I don't know. But a lot of people are clamoring for bloodless revolution, which will not happen without the ballots. So if it is either bloody revolution or revolution by the ballots, okay? Ultiat resource say, why, we are not ready. Ajimogobia say, you guys, APC and PDP are not ready to go because those guys, APC and PDP, are not ready to go because they are benefiting from the states of the country. They are not ready, so that's why it will not be easy. Mind you, Freddie Worldwide Entertainment says, if Sowore become president of Nigeria 2019, is going to be better place. Everybody will want to even be. Martin Abeke say, Ade, you are right, we need a total revolution. Wale Oladipupo, Nigerians need Sowore. Christian Odreme, when we have Minister of Finance with fake certificates, senators or rep members who molested some ladies, the generation before us wasted our resources and destroyed our currencies with their lifestyle. Retired resources, as for me, who among the PACT can face the cabals instead of them to rally around Sowore? Don't forget that PACT, some of the people in PACT are also being sponsored by the people you want to fight. So that's why I'm telling you exclusively, that's why some of them are excusing themselves from PACT. They don't trust everybody in PACT. Some of them are G's, right? Okay. Ajimogobia, they need a strong movement and coalition to get them rooted. That's why all young aspirants must come together. No other option. Yeah, they need to come together. Wale Oladipupo Mati, I see Sowore as the only presidential. Otiat resources say, look at Showore's effort. If all of them did the same, it would have been better. Who is better? Okay. Okay. Sorry. I think I rushed. I notice Moghalu is super smart and equipped in national building. Sowore, in my opinion, should head the EFCC to help purge. We talked about this yesterday. Okay. If Sowore is in EFCC, Moghalu is in finance, who will be the president? So we need to really do something. All right. Oh God, so many comments here tonight, man. Let me try and see the ones that are exactly, you know, I mean, okay. All right, let me come back to you. Okay. Guys, please discuss about presidential candidate. That's Wole Oladipupo Matthew. Ayamojuba says the issue on ground is who to be going to the president between Sowore and Moghalu, and that's likely to be the reason for their separation. And if they didn't resolve this, else it's over for young aspirants. Okay, Paul Osai, if the young aspirants didn't come together to fight the cabals that have owed us to ransom, I pity our people, nothing will change come next year. Wole Oladipupo was a presenter. Please discuss about the presidential candidates. We have been doing that since the past 2 days or so. I'm sorry if you are just joining. You can look at the past 2 days broadcast. We discussed about each of them, and we will still do. I promise you tomorrow I'll discuss about the strengths of each of them, and then we'll interact together about them. All right, thank you so much. Otia results, Sowore is confronting them already. None of the aspirants is doing so. Rubbish. Nigeria go suffer, die. Imagine the guy getting there. Workers will sit tight. If Sowore gets there, or if Moghalu gets there, workers will sit tight. Freddie Worldwide Entertainment, Otia resources, I agree with you. They are not forming. If they are forming beef, even you presenter, if you can reach Kingsley, talk to him to support Sowore. Okay, I'm reaching out to all of them. I'll see, and I'm seeing how they can work together. JJ Williams said, presenter, you are so boring. I agree with you. I'm so boring. What is important here is the topic. All right, it's not about me. I'm not here to show myself, and that's why I'm displaying the comments so that we can interact about them. All right, thank you so much for letting me know I'm boring, JJ Williams. If all of them also agree with you, then it's fine. But if they don't agree with you, you may not be right. Okay, Adek OIC is resolution that happened in Ghana that can't, revolution you mean, that can't happen here. There are two types of revolution by ballot and bloody revolution. Which one do we want? So we need to decide that. Otia's results say, I challenge anyone to come out and say which one of the aspirants have moved around more than Sowore. Sowore has moved more than anybody, as far as I know so far, except there are records I have not seen. But that's not exactly what we are discussing tonight, and I don't want us to be doing that. Let's talk about their respective strengths and how we can bring them together. My opinion, Ajumogobi Adonaduk is out of this. Did you see the video where the guy attacked Sowore? They can't work together. I don't also think Donaduk and Sowore will work together. Sowore will not even accept. Otia said, subject all the aspirants in PACT down for people to vote. Yeah, that's exactly one of the concerns raised by Sowore, that he doesn't believe that it should be within themselves, very few people to decide with their respective sentiments who should be, but that they should let Nigerian people decide. Okay, let us vote and so we will emerge. That's Otia resources. Okay, I think one of these days, one of our broadcasts will be about will be like a poll. Okay, so Moghalu people get prepared, Sowore people get prepared, Droto people get prepared, Tope Faswa people. I'm going to list about 10 candidates and see. Let us try via this online broadcast and see who among these presidential aspirants will get the more votes. We can test it online. I mean, we can do it. All right, we can do it on this live show. Okay, thank you for suggesting it. Please tell Sowore we need light in Nigeria if we win 2019. If any of these people wins, of course, it will not be difficult to pressure them to do. Sowore is an ideal leader because he can't be pushed. Okay, John Paul Umeibe say, Kingsley Moghalu is the person Nigeria needs, and let me tell Nigerians that he's only an Igbo person that will make Nigeria great. Go ask God, and Britain knows better. Otia Research say the PACT guys know how tough Sowore can be. Sowore himself knows that. All of us know how how tough Sowore can be. We have seen him. We have seen so much of Sowore. We know how tough he can be. So he will not work in PACT. From the one that I even saw that video of them saying we have agreed to work together, I didn't believe it, because the Sowore I know will not work with most of those people I saw in that video. Arresta Oladak was saying Sowore is the most prepared. Well, thank you so much for your comment. Desmond said if they fail to come together, forget it. That's what I've been talking about in the past how many days. Otari also said the guy fought in a military regime of MKOK. Is that Sowore you're referring to? I didn't know say yes is the solution. Otari also he protested for the release of the journalist in Nigeria, Abuja, where was PACT. Well, PACT wasn't set up for the purpose of protesting. Let us not mix it up. PACT was set for the purpose of seeing who among them will be their fronts. Okay? So, Michael Tolu Oluwatowoju say, what is the essence of being under PACT if they are still going to be under cabals? That's exactly one of our concerns too. So, PACT, if they want to still go under the cabals, will not work. Otari also he challenged lots of Nigerian looters on media and face-to-face. Was PACT born then? This one says Sowore is fearless, but he needs united front. Yeah, he can't do it alone. Alright? I've come to realize that a lot of people love Sowore, but reality is he can't do it alone. A lot of people also love Moghalu, but he cannot do it alone. That's why we are talking about bringing them to work together. I'm not in PACT. I don't know the PACT organizers or, people. But I am saying that I also believe in the idea that these young persons have to come together and work together if they must get it. Three guys young, Jackson Enoma. I don't understand what you mean. Otia Resource say enough of English, please. PACT have just come to par. Otia say enough of okay. You say pathways. Okay, PACT has just come to pathways. We need action. Dolly Osadolo, we all need to come together to win 2019 election in Nigeria. I agree with you, and that's what we're discussing on. So, Sowore is the best solution in Nigeria. Michael Tolu Oluwatowoju say, what is the essence of voting for PACT if they are still going to be under cabals? That's a repetition. We read it before. Thank you so much for resounding it. Kingsley Ezebo say, I know Moghalu is super smart and equipped in national building. Sowore, in my opinion, should be head of EFCC. Well, we mentioned it last 2 days ago or yesterday that if we push Sowore in EFCC and Moghalu in finance, Drew in orientation, who will be the president? It is also of concern, because if the head refuses, it will be difficult for the body to follow. Okay? Tedos Donald, brother, you're saying the truth. Sowore is capable and able to be the president of Nigeria come 2019. Otia Resources, Moghalu would have joined hands with Sowore. Feladroto is very simple and lovely. Muhammad Buhari already declared for PDP. What a shame. PDP, oh my God. Are you declaring for PDP? Show he knows nothing. I don't agree with you. He must have his reason. He believes PDP has structure and that it will be easy for him if he emerges in their primary to work and capture things back for the PDP. Samuel Davis, Sowore needs to work with PACT to win the presidency, or he has no chance of winning. Why PACT? Without PACT, if these persons individually agree to work together, they will still do things, right? PACT is just one platform created to see how this can work. I didn't know that show you will say, yes, from your utterances, you are for Moghalu. There we go again. All right. Okay, Akin Arowojobe say, we need to take it back. Otia Resources, an Hausa man will never vote for an Igbo man. That's one tribal problem we have. It shouldn't be. Okay, but Yorubas voted for Hausa in 2015. We shouldn't be doing that again. Let's see how we can change that narrative. We all have works to do. Otia say, they see Igbos as big threat. Dolly Osadolo, is there any way I can vote for from where I live, Canada? Please let me know. Thanks. Yes, there is a bill I am aware that they were working on to see if Nigerians in diaspora can vote, but I'm not seeing the preparedness from Nigerian governments to make that bill work. So many Nigerians are already, as a result, coming back on me. I met some of them I met one person particularly who came from Italy just to register for PVC and get it and return, and he has already returned to Italy. I'm so sorry, I wanted to interview him and play him, but he left before I could get to where he was the next day. So I'm sorry, but I'm aware, that is to say that some Nigerians are already returning from abroad to just get the PVC and go back, and they will come back again during the election. That is in case the bill being proposed to make sure that Nigerians in diaspora are able to vote during election does not work. But Nigerians are coming back home already to make sure that they vote. Dolly Osado, okay. Please, any answer? Yes, I've answered. I just answered that. I'm sorry I already late because there are so many comments in the queue. Mark Victor Joy say, what up, bro? I'm good, bro. I'm good. Thanks for joining this live show today. Utia Resource, both of them, Sowore or PACT, have the chance if they don't come together. Fact, as for me, okay, Theodore says, all right, see, everybody, if I want to do this. Fred Worldwide Entertainment say entertainment industry should be cancelled. Even the big pastors should stop calling themselves men of God. That's what a lot of people have trouble with so many things in this country. Renny Aben say Nigeria need a strong-willed tell if I say bulldozer like Sowore. Okay. Only say Buka Obioha say Segun, we appreciate what you're doing. You're helping us think deeply. Please, can you ensure we are informed of your poll? Yes, I will. I will announce it before we do the poll so that everybody can be, at least I'll give notice ahead so that everybody can come online with their respective supporters to see. We can do online, tests of popularity among all these aspirants, okay? Idris Mustafa says, share this video, please. Thank you so much. Let everybody come online. We need to do a lot of things together to make sure that we rescue Nigeria. Tedros Donald said, Kingsley cannot be president of why? He said, because he has worked with APC before. I know. He was only serving in the capacity for which he was appointed. That doesn't therefore mean he agrees with everything that was happening in the administration. Recall also that former CBN Governor Sanusi, who is now Emir of Kano, he also blew whistle. He wasn't happy with so many things that were happening in the administration. All right. So it doesn't mean because someone has worked with an administration before is therefore also in collision or in collusion. All right. Johnson King said, please remove the chart on the screen. I want people to see what I'm reading so that it doesn't look like I'm misrepresenting people's comments, please. Abayomi Davis said, JJ Williams, our presenter, is not boring as for me. I think these are the real issues we need to discuss about, and he's really trying. Thank you so much for coming to support me. All right. Rhoda Ruth says, Sowore, the fearless lion, can move Nigeria forward. Okay. I think at this point I have tried. I don't want to continue reading too many comments. Otherwise, we will not leave here tonight because like I said from the beginning of the okay, please, you have to prepare the polls for the candidates of the various parties so that we all can test run what is going to happen 2019. Yes, I will announce it. I'll let everybody have their minds prepared and then we'll do the poll online. Okay. The problem we have in Nigeria are the Hausas. Reason because even if they are being killed by their own, they will support their own. Buhari as a case study, they don't even believe, that is a bit heavy for me, right? It's a bit heavy for me, bro. Okay, if I continue reading comments, we will not leave here today. And as I said, I intended keeping it within just 30 minutes. This video will remain published and then the comments can keep coming. I'll visit it again. If you have any concern, put them. I'll read them after the video, the live broadcast is published and left. I'll read all the comments that are still coming in so that I can see how possibly we can take your concerns that are genuine and germane and consider them in subsequent topics, please. All right, thank you so much, everybody. Talking about the strength, Moghalu for president, cause is skilled in nation building, Sowore for EFCC, Port Nigeria, Fela for Senate president to bring integrity. Well, there are so many other Nigerians who haven't even declared their interest yet, who will be better than some of these people you have mentioned. That is not to say the ones we have seen are not good, but what I'm simply saying is, let's not foreclose, okay? Dolly Osado, thanks for answering my question. I'll be in Nigeria in December to first week of February. Can I get my PVC by that time? Vote. If you have not already registered, it may be difficult. Reason being, they already closed, and you will recall that this presidential aspirant went to protest at INEC headquarters recently to say the time given for registration was just too short, and it was not too good because it would be disenfranchising so many Nigerians. At this point, share this video, subscribe, and hit the bell button so that when next I come online, all of us can, have notification, can be notified that the live video has started. Thank you so much for coming online. I don't want to continue to read too much comments, otherwise we will not leave here. The video will remain published, and then all of you can keep your comments coming. I'll keep reading the comments to see the one that will be helpful for us to see how we can bond together and push this course forward and further. Next, I want to also go into the markets. I want to organize a crew that will go into the markets and begin to preach the message of these young people, young presidential aspirants, to market women, because I see this is where they are lacking. They are not necessarily doing the grassroots work. So I want to go personally into the markets, go to, do some work with NURTW, sample their opinions and see how we can get them to start reorienting their thoughts and mindsets. And then teachers, schools, we're trying. At least students are aware already from my sampling. Students are already aware. Some of them are still skeptical about whether will these young aspirants do well in the election. Some of them are of the opinion that most of these people are just doing popularity tests. Those are the students we even expect to understand. But we want to do some groundworks. I want to organize a team, a crew that will be going into grassroots to go and do some documentaries that we can be putting up here. So that it's not just about talking about topics and what they are doing and all that. We all have roles to play. We need to enter the creeks, we need to enter the interlands, we need to enter the grassroots and see how we can help these people pursue this dream effectively. Well, it won't be easy. I'll try my best to the extent that my little personal resources can take me. If you want to support, it's fine. But we need to enter the grassroots. We need to enter the interlands. But I don't know. Maybe I'll wait until after the primaries and we'll see who and who we are really talking about, or we are really preaching to the grassroots people, okay? But that's as far as tonight is concerned. The 3 topics we mentioned, all right? So you can replay it back if you missed anything. And then, thank you so much once again. My name is Segun O'Law. Olawoye, the derivative of Olawoye is O'Law. That's why I'm called Segun O'Law, all right? So until I come your way again tomorrow, hopefully, by the special grace of God, keep talking about the things that matter. Thank you so much. I'll catch you again.
Yes. Hey. I'm gonna take out to Nigeria.